top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, no.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's brought in by Harris. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 10.
19 Wyatt.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. They'll fire one downfield for Finn. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Alert! Alert!
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Ravens, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That was a particularly nice play, because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
One more time with Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
J.K. Dobbins, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to his knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Malik McDowell there to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go street. 19. Hey, check that, street.
They'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Steelers at 4-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Panther street, Panther street.
Back to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18, Pioneer. Come 19, come 19.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
Brings up 3rd and
70. Lightning 18. Cougar 19.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13.
the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, if that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
60
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
70, 19 right.
They go play action here on first down.
Going right back to Fant.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
On the jump. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And the slot man goes in motion left. The slot man in motion right.
Unlock right. Unbring it. Check.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
70 Ranger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 3. Lead alert. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw here. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel. 17 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
The Steelers 26-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And he spikes it to stop the clock. And now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Jackson now. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down.
Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
17 yards. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Phillips now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Viking 18. Trap 60, trap 60. 79 Broncos.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Warriors 70. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got Pierce. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Okay, ready? Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
2nd and 11. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble, hit 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
And you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Come on.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
70 Rangers. Hey, guys.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover that will primarily matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Baltimore, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,